Hello, EMP community. I am super excited to be here with you today on Elite Marketing Pro's Daily Dose of Awesome, your 15 minutes of inspiration, education, and motivation to help you start your day just right. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Marinda, all the way from very chilly South Africa at the moment. And if this is the first time that you and I meet, please drop me a hello below and where you're from. I'd like to just say hi to you. For those of you that know me, great to see you again. I'm looking forward to spending at least 15 minutes with you. So I'm going to share with you today 5 tips to create momentum to get stuff done. So if you have in the past been at a point in your business or in your life where you felt stuck, where it's like, how do I get out of this peanut butter? Just drop me a 1 below to say, here, I've been stuck before. How do I create momentum again? How do I get out of this? So as you guys are hopping on, just give me a shout out where you're from. Hey, Jen, great to see you. This is one crazy lady that's hopping onto this live for sure. So I'm going to share 5 tips with you. Hi, Michael, great to see you. Let me first say hi. Lots of love coming here. Hi, Marta, from Poland, from California. Where are you from, Jen? Can't remember where you're from. So I'm going to share 5 tips with you how to create momentum to get stuff done. So number one is a decision. So that's the one word as a network marketer, as an affiliate marketer, that none of us ever want to hear, because we always look for the secret little shortcut. Well, everything starts with you. So once that decision is made, everything starts with you as of your personal momentum. Hi, Fran. Hi, Tracy. So your personal momentum is, are you clear about what it is you want? When you want it by, and why? So why so soon? So if you have a monetary goal that you want to reach in the next 6 to 12 months, ask yourself the question, why so soon? So personal momentum, clarity. Why is clarity so important? To define what it is, exactly what it is you need. The reason why you need clarity is clarity brings a sense of urgency. Until and when you have clarity, it will always feel like you're stuck in peanut butter. It's like you're treading on one place and you cannot get out of there. So clarity brings a sense of urgency. So here's another little tidbit under decision that I'd like to give you guys. Expectancy is the most amazing thing. So when you build your business, or you work with expectancy and you work without expectancy, do you know what the difference is? If you guys have any idea what the difference is working with expectation and without expectation, drop me a 2 below to say you know the answer. If you know the answer, just drop it there. If you're not sure, you can just put a question mark in there and say, give me the answer. So the difference between working with expectancy and a goal and working without expectancy and a goal is one little word, and that is results. So until you expect results, unless you are working for it, you cannot outwork a poor self-expectancy. You cannot outwork a lack of work ethic. There is just no such thing. There's one 4-letter word. It's a really ugly word, and that is work. It does take work. What are you putting into yourself as you have made that decision? Be sure that you will be challenged on it. So are you plugged into a system where you get great daily coaching? Are you plugged into a mentor? Are you plugged into a platform like Elite Marketing Pro, where you get daily training when there's a lot of help available for you? So number one, to get momentum going in order to get stuff done, is a decision, and it starts with personal momentum. One thing, a word of caution: the biggest thing that will jeopardize that decision in its early days, in its baby phase, is when you compare yourself to other people, because you will always overestimate what other people will do and how big their businesses are, and you will always undervalue your own business, and you will always feel like you are inferior when you compare to someone else. The truth is, you have no idea where they are in their business. You have no idea how long they've been going, how short they've been going. Just focus on your own race, make that decision your own. And the next step to that 5 points that I'm going to share with you today. Hi, Ray. Great to see you here. Angeline, Annette, great to see you guys here on a Friday. It's Friday morning for some of you. It's Friday evening for me already. So we absolutely have everything. So step number 2 is get a coach. So that should not be surprised. I'm an Ignition and VIP coach with Elite Marketing Pro. I've always understood the value of a coach, because with a coach, it fast tracks the result. Without a coach, it just slows it all down. So imagine this little picture where Tiger Woods has the decision to make whether he wants a coach or not. And he tells his coach, I'm going to save some money. I'll just check what the other guys are doing on the USA PGA Tour. And Google is a great example. I will find a lot of info on Google. And when I make money, if I win a couple of smaller tournaments, then I'll invest in coaching. Do you think he would have earned 50 million as a professional player in one fiscal year? And the question, of course, is absolutely not. So as you guys are hopping on, just say where you're from. If you agree, say absolutely, thumbs up. So what is point number 3? Point number 3 is a goal. So that goal needs to be a what and a when. Begin with the end in mind, and then you work your way slowly back to what needs to happen today as a daily deliberate action. So we can have a goal for 12 months from now, 2 years from now. Then you break it back in smaller bite-sized goals, because once you look at that goal that is 12 months to 24 months out, it looks so big that it is just overwhelming. And most people get stuck in that phase because they just don't know what is the first step. That's the purpose of a coach. That's the purpose of perspective that you can get from a coach, because they are typically already on the road to where you are. A little side note in there, just because if you are in network marketing, when you have an upline, that's not necessarily the place where you should get your counsel from. And before I get stoned for saying that, if that upline of yours is not on the same road as where you are going, for instance, if your upline is still just building offline and you want to build online, can you see that you will have a conflict in counsel? You need to be counseled and coached by someone who has the perspective of where you want to go and who is on that same journey and who has had some success in that journey. So just a little side note in that. So when you have the goal, begin with the end in mind, bring it back to where you are right now today, and then track it on a daily deliberate action. And the purpose of that, coach, as well, is to be accountable. So when you have a daily deliberate action and you're accountable to a coach, that's when you start rolling out on that that goal that you have set for yourself. So when you have set a goal, you have made a decision, you've got a coach. One thing I can guarantee you, as sure as I'm sitting here with you guys today, that is distractions will come your way. So typically, what distractions can you and I expect when we build a network marketing business, when you're an affiliate marketer, when you're a home-based business owner? Well, first of all, the one that we as coaches see the most is shiny objects. So the internet is an amazing thing, and people can Google and they can find stuff that's always better, always paying more, always promising that there's that elusive carrot that will be dangled in front of you. Here's my sincere suggestion. When you have done a proper due diligence and you have found the one place where you feel safe, where there's a family, where there's a system, where there is structure, where there is coaching, where there is support, stick to it. Stick to it. And just put your head down, roll up your sleeves and get to work, because you cannot sit stagnant and expect a result. You have to get working, but you cannot work when you are focusing on 10 different things and every single one says basically the same, slightly different, and every single one out there is comparing themselves to the other and saying, we are almost like this one, just better. The minute you hear that we are like, only better, turn around 180 degrees the other side. That is why I love what we do at Elite Marketing Pro, because we are the industry leaders, cleaning up the industry, making your life a better life, promising you to help you, support you, and build your business online. So what other distractions could you be facing? Well, you might have a negative spouse. So sometimes your spouse might be hostile. So how do you deal with that? Other distractions that will come your way is family events. Other distractions that you may find is you might be a very high earner. So for you to replace that income might be very difficult, and you might feel, wow, it's difficult for me because I earn so much money. The other side to the coin is when people earn very little money, they have very little to replace, but their sphere of influence are usually a lot smaller as well. So every single person, their point of perspective is their reality. So wherever you are, you might feel that it's difficult. Hey, It's difficult for everybody if that's your mindset. If you have set your mind that this is going to be an easy journey, I've got the system, I've got the structure, I've got a coach, I've got a plan, I'm getting into action, it's going to be way easier than sitting outside, isolated, without a goal, without a coach, and wondering how it's going to be done. So the last point that I want to share with you on the 5 points to create momentum is rewards. And very often that's the one that gets left behind, because everyone thinks you can just keep on working. You can never, reward yourself. Please don't have fun, because that shows you that you're not working hard enough. And one of my coaches always said to me, Marinda, just take a laxative and get going, because you have to have fun. And when you look at the 4 personality types, the type A personality type, they want to just work. They never want to have fun. And when you look at the other 3 personality types, they just think to themselves, that's a lunatic. I don't want to follow that person. So when you look at rewards, what could you incentivize yourself with on a personal level? What can you incentivize yourself on as a family reward? And what can you incentivize the team that you're working with? So on a personal reward, I've coached a lady this week that said to me she doesn't have any personal time. She can't even, have a bath, a leisure bath, on her own. So we've set a small little goal for this week. If there's certain things that she gets done, that will be the reward. Her husband will take care of their 2-year-old, and she can have 15 minutes of leisure time. So it doesn't have to be something expensive. It could. If you want to spoil your wife, please do. So remember, happy wife, happy life. So, but it doesn't necessarily have to be something expensive. It could be something small, like time alone. If you like reading, if you like to go walk the dogs, if you want to go to the gym by yourself, just to have a little bit of me time, that's great. I find when you look at family rewards, where you have it in your kitchen, where everyone can see it, and the week is mapped out, what's going to happen in terms of the goal that needs to happen. And at the end of that week, when the kids are clear, you've had a meeting with them, when this happens, this is going to be the reward, then the kids are excited to see you work, and very often they'll kick you out to say, hey, you're not working. That reward is jeopardized, so please get to work. And then as a team, what could you incentivize your team with? So you could do a myriad of things. You can go on stuff together. If you have an outdoorsy team, you can go rock climbing, you can go skiing, you can go whatever it is you want to do. If you have a team that loves food, for me, relationships are built over a table, looking into someone's eyes, sharing a good meal. That's where the deep stuff always gets discussed. So make sure that there's rewards in place. So let's quickly see what some of you guys have said about rewards. So I've got Annette that said, yeah, we have to have fun. Jennifer says, absolutely fun. I know her personality type, so I did expect that. So Annette says, I'm going to Mamma Mia sequel as a reward. Yep, that's one of my rewards as well, Annette. So my daughter is turning 13 next week, so I've got a goal in place, and Mamma Mia is definitely on the cards for us. So let's quickly recap the 5 tips to get momentum going, to get stuff done. 1, make a decision, get a coach, get an action plan and a goal. Beware of the distractions. And number 5, have rewards. So I hope this has helped you. I look forward to seeing you guys in the community. Be safe. Have a super weekend. Take care.